Hey there, Brandon here from ThirstGym.com, and today we're going to talk about an exercise called the long lever glute hamstring bridge. For this exercise, all you're going to need is a little bit of space, and you can potentially add some weight with like a dumbbell, kettlebell, or a sandbag if you so desire, but it's really just a priming exercise before we go to squat, deadlift, or do any kind of lower body based activities. So you're just going to start on your back here with that little bit of space that you have, and we're just going to go over a regular glute bridge with just having your knees slightly bent, hips underneath you here, squeezing your butt and driving up. But we're going to create this with a long lever. So we're going to intentionally take our legs, move them out to where we're at a much further position so our knees aren't up as high. You're going to make sure that your heels are heavy. You're not going to be able to get your feet flat unless you have some pretty crazy ankle mobility, but you're just going to start with your heels dug into the ground here. You're going to pull your pelvis underneath you so your back is relatively flat, but you're not crunching to create that position. And then we're going to use our glutes and our hamstrings to drive them up towards the ceiling ever so slightly. Keep your hands like your glutes. You can make sure you're using your glutes and not your low back to create that position, and then drive up as hard as we can here, and then we're going to hold that position. Okay, so now I've got my hamstrings in a lengthened position, getting them strong at both angles, and then also getting my glutes involved here as well, and then we're just going to hold that position for time. And so since we're using our glutes and our hamstrings in this position, that's going to get our hip flexors to relax, it's going to strengthen our posterior chain, and it's going to get everything firing, feeling good. We're just going to hold that position isometrically. I can already really feel my glutes and hamstrings working hard, and then we're going to go back down. You can hold this position for anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds, depending upon what you kind of want to do with it. So if you just want to do one big long hold as like a finisher, that's fine. If you want to use it for reps, hold for 5 to 10 seconds so where you're coming up, tilting, creating that position. Make sure you're feeling everything right. Back down, that's also an option. So this works best when supersetted with some kind of hip flexor mobility drill or other hip mobility drills. So the goal there is, again, like I said, to get the glutes and hamstrings working effectively well, which is going to get the hip flexors to relax, and then you can implement other hip flexor mobility or other hip mobility drills as mentioned, and it really works well together versus as an independent standalone exercise. Now, if you really wanted to use this to just kind of finish off your glutes and your hamstrings for the day, you certainly could, but think of this more as an activation drill or a way to get a means to an end towards whatever your training is for your lower body session. If you got any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks, have a great day.